Okay, next question. Hi, Maria. I have a question for the live Q&A one day when you have a chance. Here we are. Today I had plans with a friend to go for lunch for the first time since January. She messaged me and told me she would be late, and then I didn't hear from her for 5 hours. She ended up having one of her children for the weekend and decided to go to see her ex-boyfriend who she broke up with earlier in the week. I understand that plans change. I understand that the world doesn't revolve around me. I'm a flexible person, but still I find it irritating that someone can't just say something has come up and I won't be able to make it today. I'm feeling like I am not a priority, which is a deeply rooted wound from my childhood. How can I help my inner children accept that I, the adult, knows what I, the adult, knows, that not everything is about me and people aren't perfect? I have a difficult time letting go. Thanks for your time. Well, thank you, first of all, for thanking me, because somebody acknowledging that I'm taking my time to do these videos is just, it really hits me where I live in my heart. Thank you for acknowledging that we're having this reciprocal interaction, and thank you for not taking me for granted. I just want to say, first of all, bloody amazing that you're recognizing these things. And what I'm really inspired, sorry, I'm getting a little bit emotional because I know we've worked together for quite some time, and so I know you pretty well, and it just warms my heart so much when I see you in this space where you're taking responsibility for your own part in what you're bringing to the situation. But also, you're asking for your needs to be met. And that is such a beautiful combination of integration that I just want to say, well done. So, yes, world doesn't revolve around any of us. You're right. And yes, life happens. Yes, people break up. Yes, they're a mess. All those kinds of things. But if this is a pattern with this person, that is something that needs to be addressed. Now, whether it is or isn't a pattern, somebody's inability to send you a message to say, hey, I can't make it today, is really what it is a sign of their disintegration. So they're not very integrated. They're not thinking, so they get emotionally triggered and they don't get their thinking faculties engaged. Because if they were in the situation and they couldn't come, literally text message is not too much to ask. What it does say is that their emotional reaction was more important to them than you are and your relationship is. And now that you know that, you can adjust your expectations of her. But I'm not saying you should be okay with this behavior necessarily. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is that you've recognized something that you would like them to change. You can actually go and speak to your friend and say, hey, I know we were supposed to meet up the other day. It didn't happen. I didn't hear from you. Are you okay, first of all? And secondly, it really hurt me that you didn't consider to send me a message to say that you're not coming. I get that life gets on the way sometimes. I get it. That's all good. That message takes 10 seconds to send, 30 seconds to send, less than a minute to send. And I won't be upset with you. I'm just really sad and I'm feeling upset now because you didn't send that message. Canceling is not a problem. And I want to be able to support you as well as I can. But please don't leave me hanging when we've made plans. So something like that is very, is a way to start the conversation. And I want to commend you for recognizing that this is a childhood wound for you. And that, you don't have to be endlessly flexible with people. So how can I help my inner children accept that I, the adult, knows that everything doesn't revolve around me and that people aren't perfect? Well, yeah, that's one thing, but until you actually acknowledge your inner children's pain around this, around your childhood trauma, and the fact that it's not too much to ask You're an INFJ, I know from us working together. So your 10-year-old inner child is going to have a really big problem with somebody not being able to just send one text. She's right. She's actually right. Your friend should have let you know. And it's hurting her. So please don't. So I would like to challenge you to not marginalize your inner children and continue to take responsibility for everything. Distribute the responsibility as it's supposed to be distributed. You take responsibility for your own feelings, your own emotions, your own what you bring to the table, and let your friend take responsibility for the fact that they didn't show up and they didn't let you know. So when our inner children have a big reaction and we need to soothe them, sometimes there is substance to what they're saying. So I hope that helps. Thank you for asking this question, and thank you for acknowledging this work that we're all doing together. I really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to continuing next week. Hey Matthew, good to see you here, and I'll talk to you real soon. You have a great week, everyone. Stay safe and stay happy.